Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 262 of our Gaming Meal podcast. As usual, we are here to deliver some gaming related news and discussions in the form of, in this case, one course meal, which is basically big main courses, main topics, where we'll be discussing the NotE3 presentations. But before we go, I am one of your hosts, Eric, and I am here with Manny.
What is up, my gamers?
Outstanding. Yeah, so it's just the two of us as we are being coming out of some travel, etc., etc. But thankfully, we were able to record. In today's episode, we are going to basically talk about the PlayStation State of Play that happened at this point, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, at the beginning of June. So we're still in the month. We're close to getting out of it. We're still within that month
It happened
ratio. Yeah.
June 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, none of the
21
games
days ago,
announced has come out yet, even though that's probably coming out really, really, really soon. And I'm not talking about DLC or anything. But with that, I will then take us off and go to our main course. All right, so for this week's, as I mentioned, main course, we're going to talk about the PlayStation State of Play that happened a few weeks ago. And we're just going to go over some of the announcements. We're not going to tackle every single announcement. We just do not have the time, resources, manpower to go over everything. And we don't know every single thing. Knowing about every single game, you don't have time. Nobody has enough time to deal with this many video games. But
and let's be fair, to be honest, some of these we probably aren't that interested in.
Correct. And then there's some announcements of DLC that we're probably not going to cover, right? But for the most part, we're going to tackle the main things that were announced. We'll also go through
There's
this
still a lot.
in order. Yeah, there's still a lot. So we're going to try to do this in order of the presentation. So we're going to try to go as it was presented in the presentation. We'll try to tackle it, and that gives us like a nice organizational flow. Otherwise, we're all over the place. Otherwise, so this gives us a structure. All right, any questions, Manny, before we start? Excited?
Yeah, I'm going to immediately add one game here that is not on your list.
I don't even know what it is you're writing. You're writing words, and I see it in the background, but never mind. Like, we will keep going, and I will start us off with the first opening for the presentation. They obviously opened up with Insomniac and Marvel's Wolverine. We finally got a full-on showcase of the game. The game comes out basically as you will hear me say this a lot. It comes out in a few months. Before November. Discard November from your minds, and we might talk about that later in today's podcast. But let's talk about Wolverine. They showed off a lot of the combat, a lot of the setting. What were your first impressions or takeaways from the lengthy, like 7-minute gameplay demo we saw from Wolverine?
It looks fun. It looks like I don't know how to say it. It looks like an Insomniac game. It's like it looks like it has a decent enough variety of like maybe things to do during combat or during gameplay, right? That like, you just have fun for a whole campaign or whatever. It is also very bloody.
I was gonna say that's the first thing that really caught my eye. I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of. That is nasty. That is not PG-13. That scene happens in a movie. That's not an automatic R-rated. Yeah. Wolverine was not shy about using the claws on people's faces. He didn't cut any limbs off that I noticed. Did you notice that?
No, yeah, I mentioned it. I think we talked about this already, but yeah, I mentioned like there's just a lot of blood, but there's no gore. It's just blood.
Yeah,
like the blood is the gore. There's no dismemberment. Yeah, there's
if it was green blood,
I think
it would be PG-13. Right.
Yeah, maybe. That's still a lot of blood. I think when you get shot, you see like bullet wounds, like bullet holes, but like that's as gory as it gets. But yeah, so like it felt weird. You slashing somebody like across the face, metric tons of blood, and like nothing. He just falls down.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, from watching that gameplay, I could see Wolverine trying to kind of like the healing factor activates. I don't know how that works as a mechanic in the game itself. I didn't see like
Yeah,
a meter or anything, so.
I think you just have health. I don't know the region part of it. Yeah, the region factor part of it.
Yeah. And again, this is literally the easiest solution because it's basically the Call of Duty problem. Call of Duty basically has it where you take damage, and after a few seconds, everybody's Wolverine in that game in Call of Duty. Everybody's Wolverine in Call of Duty. You get shot a few times, just let me wait for a good 5 seconds. Good as new.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think a video game called Wolverine will be like, that's our mechanic. Just heal up over time. And I'm like, yep, that makes sense. Of all the people in the world, you have the perfect excuse.
I mean, I'll say he does look good as new. Like, he heals everything, including the suit.
Including the clothes, yeah. I was like,
Including the clothes.
Yeah, that
a
was
lot of people, dude, I've been saying, like, a lot of people are just way too negative these days. Like, I saw, when I was looking through, like, online, discourse or whatever, most of the complaints were like, oh, his clothes regenerated, and oh, where did all the blood go? Like, the blood just, magically washed off kind of thing, right? Like, it disappeared.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you really just want to have a character just covered red the entire game?
Yeah,
or, like, or are you okay with a little comic booky or whatever? Like, they probably have, like, I hope, because it'll be funny. They have like a dumb comic booky explanation, like, "Oh, nanomachine's son" or whatever. Like,
funny enough, that actually is in some comic books, most likely. So that the suit is like organic, so it grows with him. That is not a unique problem. That is not that is not a problem that has not been addressed in the past. How about that? This has been addressed somehow, somewhere. I just don't know what to tell you.
Like, I'm like, okay, look, I see the quote unquote complaint, but like, come on, this is not a realistic game. It's a comic book superhero. You're not shooting for like realism.
Yeah, that should not be your first concern when it comes to this. Any other thoughts on the gameplay, particularly the action and the as I saw it, one of my first comments that I saw online was like, yep, that's a PlayStation first party title. Like, third person running around crouching, grabbing people behind boxes. I was like, yep, I've seen this before. Yeah.
If I were to have like a worry, it looks very like heavily scripted, which can be fun in the moment and like a first time through, but if you die in a boss or you have to repeat a segment or anything like that, it'll quickly, like that type of stuff, like it quickly gets just slow and boring and tedious. Like it takes the opposite
yeah, the effect, you lose the charm of I'm playing a video game rather than a mini walking simulator, which is again some of the things that were some video games is like, oh, that's gameplay, and I'm like, no, that's really a cutscene that you're watching that you were holding the controller a few seconds ago. Like God of War.
And like maybe you could like interact slightly with it, right? But like you're not really doing much. Yeah. So I mean that's like the only other thing. Like there was literally a scene where you go on a bicycle and then you like hop on the back of a truck and you go around jumping from truck to truck. Like how much is scripted? Like it looks like you have to do those things.
It almost looks to me like that's basically like walk over to the left, press the X button, we'll do the rest. Which is not really that gameplay. Where like I didn't have to aim Wolverine or anything like that. But again, I like X-Men. I like Wolverine.
Yeah. No, I love.
So
we have so much nostalgia for this. We grew up with this stuff.
Yep.
Like Jean Grey is in there. It's cool. Omega Red is in there. Sabretooth is in there. Like, oh, like yes, dude.
Wait,
like,
how many people know who Omega Red is? Like, legitly, like. Do you know who he is before being told? Correct. That's what I'm saying. Like more people probably know who Omega Red is from like a video game now than from the actual comic books. I read the comic books. He doesn't show up at all, ever, in the comic books, ever. Like the last 20 years that I have read comic books, he's not there. I know him because of the cartoons. Correct. I know him because of the cartoons or the old video games where Omega Red was like a character.
I will say, speaking of the cartoons, X-Men 98?
98,
I want to say, right? Like It's coming out. I think the episode, if the first episode's coming out soon or something, people already say like, yeah, it's just as good as the last. So I'm like, oh hell yeah,
I'm so hyped for that. I just don't have Disney Plus at this point. I'm gonna have to make like a. I may have to subscribe for that one more for this particular show. Because that.
Yeah, I mean, you wait for the end, but yeah.
Great. I'm waiting until I'm gonna binge this thing. I'm not gonna subscribe month to month. But let them know
Yeah,
I have like 7
short.
subscriptions. I have like 7 subscriptions. Like,
Well, it's really like a good 3-hour movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need more subscriptions, but I'm willing to make an exception for you.
I know. This like I enjoyed the first season so much that I might do I might figure it out. I might do the thing.
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts on Wolverine? It comes out again September 15. I probably will pick this up day one. Just because, first of all, Wolverine is like, you know what? This is what I would have wanted years ago. They gave it to me. It's from Insomniac. This is literally one of the studios that can almost do no wrong. Which is like, and I know it's gonna be polished from day one. Which is like whatever they add is more small quality of life changes and not fixing something. They're not gonna be fixing things. The game's gonna be complete. They're just gonna be patching additional. Oh, we're making this load better, or we're making this checkpoint or something like that. But they're not gonna break the game or anything. So. I trust the studio.
Yeah, or adding like a new game plus or something.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I don't have a concern for them. All right, let's move on. Next trailer after Wolverine, we got more Marvel. They started with Marvel, and I'm like, that's a good choice, Sony. Good choice. And they went with Marvel Tokon, Fighting Souls. They showed off. This is the game from Arc System Works, the fighting game 4v4. That still sounds so chaotic to me. It's intimidating, to be perfectly honest. 4v4 sounds like a lot.
I mean, the game looks to be balanced a lot around like mostly 1v1 with little to no switching. At least in the beta, no? Like from what I remember, but. Who knows? That might have changed for the final game, right?
Yep.
It'll be like a year between that beta and release.
That's true, and I did play the beta. I think I can say that.
It was open beta, yeah. Like people streamed it.
Yeah, it was open. It was open beta. There's no way I played it otherwise. They announced the Knights of Doom, which is basically new enemy characters. We already knew Carnage was going to be a thing from a teaser from the last trailer. Of characters.
Yeah, pretty much guaranteed. Like the hint was too strong, and it made it too obvious.
Yeah.
We didn't know for sure, but it was like, oh, well, there's Carnage. Cool.
It was pretty close to confirmation, as you said. Like you could have none of these like prediction gambling websites, whatever the crap it is, would have taken that bet against that. It's like, no, we're not betting on this. No. Well, we also got Green Goblin. I think that's Green Goblin and not Hobgoblin, right? It is
Green Goblin, yeah.
And we also got, of course, very, very, very much fan favorite, Magneto.
You have to have Magneto, dude. It's like
he's so cool.
One of the
he's such a cool, good character. People love that character. Like as a villain, as a good guy. Remember, he's been a good guy for like 20 years now in the comics. Like good guy. He's still Magneto, but it's good guy. It's like he's playing for the team. He's been a member of the X-Men longer than he has been a villain. You know what I'm saying? So, but is he still known as the villain, right? If you will. Hell, in the movies, he's a friendly half the time, right? Anyway, even so. Magneto's such a cool character.
Yeah, he's closer to an anti-hero.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero. Correct. He's an anti-hero. Correct. He's closer to like a Venom than anything else. Like Venom's not bad, even though he might kill people. Same thing with Magneto. It's like, yeah. You there?
But yeah.
Any thoughts on the combat?
The roster.
Any thoughts on the characters in the combat that you saw?
Yeah, I thought the roster was like the reveal was really good. We have a villains team, awesome. Like, I can't remember if we've gotten like a fighting game without villains, but I feel like maybe they don't focus on villains as much as the heroes. I'm like, dude, villains are like a huge part of any story, right?
We said who are the biggest heroes in like comics? Like maybe Wolverine, right? And he doesn't really have many villains, no offense to him. But like the other two are like Spider-Man and Batman. Spider-Man and Batman. The reason Spider-Man and Batman are so good in terms of heroes and popular is because they have a ton of good villains. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Insanely good villain roster. Versus Superman. Superman's like, motherfucker, who can challenge you? Superman's got like 3. Like
Yeah,
really
they wrote
legit.
themselves into a corner on that one.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And it's the same thing with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, again, talking comics, Wonder Woman has like 2, 3 villains, and it's like, you're out. Same thing with people like even Iron Man. Like, there's not many villains for him. But Spider-Man and Batman, woohoo! You can still make movies out of it.
So like a villains group, super cool. Doom, Magneto are like some of the most iconic villains.
Yeah.
And then we got like 2 awesome. They're both Spidey villains, but like we've never gotten Green Goblin before, and he's like one of the most popular Spider-Man villains.
Yep. That was surprising, by the way.
I mean, Carnage was cool.
That was surprising that they came out with 2 Spider-Man villains. I was actually very surprised by that.
I feel like for sure DLC, probably year 1 is gonna be like Venom, Deadpool. Like, I mean, we haven't seen the last team. Yeah. Mind you, we need to see the last team.
It's rumored that it's going to be Marvel's Midnight Suns related, by the way. That's a
It makes the most sense.
And
like Blade and maybe not a Daredevil, right? Stuff like that could be in that team.
And Midnight Suns can be mystical things, but they can also be like more local characters, like Daredevil. Correct. Doctor Strange is most likely gonna be there. He's just very popular. He works perfect for the video game because it's like he can do whatever the heck he wanted to do. So mechanic-wise, it's like, what do you want Doctor Strange to be? You want him to be a melee character? He could be.
He could be a zoner. He could be. Yeah.
The only thing with the villains is that I kind of expected a villain for the Midnight Suns. So I expected something like Dormammu or Shumagora or something like that. Something like weird. Which is like, hey, we got a villain from the Avengers, Doom. We got a villain from the X-Men, Magneto. A villain from Spider-Man, Carnage or Green Goblin. And I would have liked a villain from then one of the Mystic ones. That's
Is
me.
Doom a villain from the Avengers? I mean, I think he will be for the next year or whatever.
For everything, but he's actually Mystic.
That's what I'm saying. So. But he originated with Fantastic Four, which is probably like the biggest tie-in, right?
True. But it's like
I would think. Just me. I would think like an Avengers villain would be like fucking Thanos, obviously.
That's the super obvious one. Something like maybe Ultron. That would be cool for this game. But they already have Danger. Danger came out of nowhere in this roster, which is like, what are you doing here, Danger? Where's Ultron? Obviously, you had Ultron, and you're like, we need more females. And we're like, oh, Danger works. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. I think that's definitely one of the things. There are no female villains though. They could have had a female villain. They could have had like Scarlet Witch be evil, right? Or is it Hela from Thor?
Yeah, Hela.
Like that would have been okay too. Like
Hela would have been cool. Anyway, would have been cool. I'm the type of person that I'm like, I want like 100 character roster. I want Squirrel Girl in this game.
Yeah, 20's way too light, man.
What?
No. 20's way too light.
Yeah, I want the Smash Bros. Game of Marvel characters.
Yeah, like, it's just hard
X-Men
nowadays.
X-Men alone.
That's
X-Men alone, I could do 100 characters.
Balloons.
X-Men alone, I could have done 100 characters. Seriously. So either way, that's just me. I just like
it. We're pretty like Marvel because
I love Marvel. I talked about this a lot, but I'm talking about Marvel. Yes. Okay, let's move on. I agree with you. So that's Marvel Tokon. Next, they showed a trailer for Rayman Legends Retold, coming out in October. That this was kind of semi-leaked before then in terms of the existence of it. But it looked charming. The graphics look great. Apparently, it's like a retelling of Rayman Legends, plus it includes the levels of Rayman Origins, right? Because Rayman Legends originally also had Rayman Origins levels.
No? Yeah, I think it had a couple. Yeah, if I remember correctly. I'm going down memory lane there. But yeah, I like that it includes Rayman Legends. Yeah, or Origins.
Yeah. So it includes Origins.
I think the art style.
Go ahead.
The art style looked pretty good, right? Like
It looks great. It looks charming.
The art style looked great. The game looks, I mean, just as fast paced and good. Like, and dude, I was like, oh, this is cool. And like, I hear $40. I'm like, wow, that's great. And I go online, I check the discourse. Everybody's like hating. Oh, what did they change the art style? Oh, like.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Everybody
Everybody just
like, why are they remaking a 10 or 12-year-old game or whatever? Like, I don't know. I'm going to check out how old Rayman Legends is. Like, why are they remaking only a 10-year-old game? Like, come on. Like,
I bet I always I sent you like a rant today about the people being like not following up on what they're saying, which is somebody saying like if consoles go digital, I'm gonna go to PC, and I'm like, PC's already fully digital, so that's not your reason. But I know, but your logic.
But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. People just love to complain online, dude. It's like I'm noticing more and more. It's just
no, but this looks super nice. This looks super fresh. I'm really looking at I guess GIFs or GIFs, whatever it's pronounced. In the background, I'm on the Steam webpage for this game, and it's gorgeous. By the way, it does say it includes Rayman Legends Retold, and it includes Rayman Origins, the Enhanced Edition.
Yeah, so for $40.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's not bad.
Yep. And I even heard that there was like something else they were adding as well. So like there was almost like 2 or 3 games or something.
They were adding some levels, right? Yeah, like I thought so. I mean, I almost don't care. Like I love Legends on Origins. I could see where like, yeah, maybe remake the OG Rayman. But that game is I don't know if it's remakeable the same way. Like
yeah.
Like that game doesn't play well anymore, and it's insanely hard and punishing and frustrating. Like you don't want that. Trust me, guys.
Which one?
Maybe Rayman 2, which is 3D. No, the OG. The first Rayman.
The OG Rayman is hard. Yeah, that is not a.
Yeah.
That is a quarter stealer if it was on the arcades. Yeah.
Yeah, that's way back in the day. Or like, I don't know, maybe make a new Rayman. Like you could argue those things, but this is far easier to do. Like they could knock it out in I don't know, 2-3 years. It's just easier on development costs, and yeah, Rayman is not the most popular thing. You're probably not going to divulge a lot of budget into it. So
yep. All right, so that's Rayman. That's also going on in October of this year. Again, so many games coming out this year. It's kind of literally unfair. At some point after we do all this podcasts and episodes and things, I'm gonna do like an actual listing. I already kind of did it. I think I sent it, but I'm doing it in the background for myself, and it's intense. All right, let's move on to the next. Next, we are going to talk. They showed off a trailer for a game called Kemuri. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. And this is from Ikumi Nakamura. And I believe she used to work at Tango Gameworks. I got the background right here from Wikipedia.
Yeah,
and she was an artist on the Evil Within 2, and the creative director for Ghostwire Tokyo. So apparently she's leading this effort to create this game called Kemuri, which, to be perfectly honest, is kind of like a roguelike 4-player co-op game. So it seems like, right? But
I didn't see roguelike elements in it.
Didn't they say like die and learn or something?
No,
that is only the beginning.
It sound more like they made it sound more like when you kill the demons, you can get their powers and abilities.
Or maybe that's it. Maybe I'm
confusing dying. Yeah, I don't think dying was the thing. This one was the. I don't know. It was like a city. It was very stylistic, like pretty much K-pop Demon Hunters, but correct. With guys.
Yeah.
Like
it's I'll read this here. It's an upcoming supernatural action game by Unseen Inc. It is basically a yokai possession game where basically you are a yokai hunter and you're basically running around this Kemuri city. That's why the game is called Kemuri. And you're basically running around rooftops, alleyways, trying to basically destroy the demons and also capture them to gain some other abilities, powers, upgrades.
Yeah.
Right?
So Yeah, so I don't see a roguelike. I honestly think the closest thing I could compare it to that is in my wheelhouse is Monster Hunter. Like it looks like you go out on a quest or mission, you find these demons, and you hunt them for abilities in this case instead of like monster parts or whatever, right? Like
Yeah, it's a co-op.
we
It's a
don't
three-player
know.
co-op game. So it's
Yeah,
based,
and it's
yeah,
3-player co-op.
yeah,
We don't know the gameplay loop fully. That's just my
yep.
kind of like what I took from what she said and everything and what I saw. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I'm down for that. Like,
And
it looks pretty fun.
definitely, as you mentioned, it does have a lot of K-pop Demon Hunter vibes. Because if you would have told me
Yeah,
this was a spin-off, I would have been like, yep.
which is, by the way, complete coincidence because this game has probably been in development for longer, like before K-pop Demon Hunters came out.
Yeah. Yeah, and the reason we say that's because if you look at the trailer, there's like a style of like music, hip vibe to it with the characters, the colors and everything, which is like it's clearly. I bet you that at least putting together this trailer, they took influence from K-pop Demon Hunters. It's like, oh, people
yeah,
like this.
yeah, I think so. I think that part, that marketing definitely went all like, oh, K-pop Demon Hunters, we do that.
That seems popular now. All right, so that looks good. That looks
still
fun.
is. It is.
What?
It's massive still.
I know.
It's massive
huge.
still. Like,
Yeah.
they're still like number one, or no, or not number one, but top 10 every week.
Yeah.
Top
It's
10
great.
movies. It's
I mean, that movie
crazy.
is amazing.
It's
The movie
been
is
a
outstanding.
year.
I love that movie. When it
Yeah,
came
it's
out,
really
I
good,
only
yeah.
saw it a few months later, actually. And then after I saw it, I'm like, damn. Literally, my YouTube was clips of that movie for months. To the point that I literally have it memorized almost. All right, real quick. That game is scheduled to come out in 2027. Who knows? And only PlayStation 5 and PC that we saw, by the way. I don't think there was any announcement for anything else. But we'll know more as we get closer to launch. All right, next. Real quick, they showed a trailer for Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. They finally showed some gameplay of it. It looks fantastic. I am a huge Tomb Raider fan, so there's nothing not positive that I can't say about this. I adore this 100%. I don't have a single flaw. It got delayed. That's also the news out of this, where
Yeah.
the game's been delayed until 2027, early 2027.
Actually, did they that first trailer, was it for this game or was it for the upcoming new one? I can't.
There's a new one called Cataclysm? Catalyst? I forgot what it was. That's the new one. This is the remake of the original. This is Tomb Raider's second full remake of the original Tomb Raider. I think this is the first time a game has got two full remakes from the ground up from the original game. And Resident Evil might be Resident Evil 1 might be joining that list.
Yeah, maybe the second one, yeah.
But this is what I think this is the first that I've ever seen. It's like, yep, you're making a remake of a remake. Because it's already been remake once. You're remaking the original, I guess, but there's a remake in the middle that exists.
Tomb Raider's gone through a remake, a reboot, another remake and reboot, and another remake / reboot.
And it's still going. And I still love it, by the way, so Tomb Raider was the reason
I will say, the first that first trailer didn't sell me. The very first one with the reveal, I was like, I don't know, it looks kind of I don't know, it looked rough to me or something, like the frame rate or whatever they showed. This one looked a lot better. Like this one sold me a lot more in the game. I was like, okay, there you go. Now you're probably showing me more of the game. I still need to see gameplay and combat.
Remember, it's a remake of the first one. You're not gonna get much combat. This is supposed to be an exploration, actual Tomb Raider game. Yeah. The original Tomb Raider games were you go into a giant room, a giant area, and there's 3 enemies in the area. Other than that, you're walking around figuring out where do I go. So, figure it out that way, if you will. But just FYI, I love this. Again, I'm a huge Tomb Raider fan, so there's nothing I can say other than the day one for me. But again, I thought this looked really good. I think fans are mostly very, very pleased with this. So, yeah.
Yeah, look good.
Moving on, let's talk about a trailer that we saw for a game called The Lost Wild, which is basically a dinosaur survival horror game. And I get a feeling that there's a lot of these games out there on Steam, because if you look at my Steam wishlist, I think 20% of all games are dinosaur related. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, but they're all
They're
like
all not good.
budget ass budget games.
Yeah, and I started removing them. I literally did a cleansing like a few weeks ago. I'm like, you know what? I don't think this is gonna be good no matter what. If it's good, I will hear about it from the grapevines because I'm hooked into the dinosaur fan base somewhere. But somehow the news of dinosaur games will reach my ears. Trust me, that it'll not go unnoticed if it's good.
We need more dinosaur games, man. Like, there's so much potential there. Why the hell do people not do like dinosaur? Like, the closest dinosaur game we have is Horizon, and that's because they have robot versions of dinosaurs.
Yeah, there is no truly great dinosaur game. No offense to even something like Dino Crisis back in the day, because Dino Crisis was really a Resident Evil clone back in the day, and I still think Capcom should remake it. So I think it will do well.
Yeah. I think that should be at the top of the list at this point, dude. Like,
they're running out of Resident Evils.
There is potential. There is potential. You're not gonna run out of Resident Evils. They have like at least 5 more that they could remake.
5 more.
They have 1 against 0, 5 and 6.
Then 7.
I thought there was 1 more.
Then 7.
I don't know.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Just break.
There was 1 more. I'm forgetting 1. I swear. They have like at least 5 more.
I swear.
And that'll cover them for like the next decade. You know, easy. Like that. By then 7 is old.
I am serious when I say this. At some point, there will be Resident Evil fatigue. Now, as much as we like them, as much as we like Requiem, as much as we're hyped for Veronica, as much at some point we will get tired of it. They are animal at this point, and it's gonna be harder to slowly like if you release like the same type of game 10 years running, at some point you're gonna be tired of it.
They're
right?
not. They have like substantial differences between them. Yes, they're not kind of like type is the right word, but that's so. Like, Elden Ring and Dark Souls are the same type of game, not to mention all the Souls likes that we get now every month. And we still kind of want them, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So, any thoughts on Lost Wild, Manny, and this particular game?
Yeah, dude, this trailer looked really good. Like, this is one of the surprises. Like, I thought Kemori looked really good. Again, we don't know what the game is actually about, but this one, it looks like a survival horror game. The way they portray it is like a survival horror game, but it looks really good. Like the dinosaurs are, like, they feel big, they feel threatening, they feel scary, and it's at one point they show this giant bird like far, and then like he notices you and he like immediately like up in your face, and you're like, oh my god, like hell no, like.
Yeah, if this had like a VR mode, as much as I hate VR, that this would be intense.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I think it's was this published by Amazon? Is that one of the things?
It's published by Annapurna.
Oh, Annapurna. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's also the developer is brand new. At least Great Ape Games. At least on Steam, they have nothing else. But again,
yeah, it's probably one of those, devs
from the creators.
I don't know.
Insert
what
X.
survival horror game like in the US?
Yeah.
Freaking there's none. Dead Space for the creators of Dead Space.
Yeah, they're also. I'm actually at their website, Great Ape Games. They are an Epic Mega Grants recipient, whatever that means. But this game is on Steam, by the way, so this is not like an Epic store exclusive.
So they probably pitched something to Epic, and they were like winners or something, right? Like good enough to get a grant. That's cool.
Yeah. Again, this looks great. It looks fun. I love dinosaur games. If this is good, I'll definitely support it. It's more survival horror games are not really my thing, but hey, dinosaurs could bring me to that genre. Make a dinosaur racing game.
Like I said, dude, we need more, man. We just need more.
Yeah, I just need a dinosaur
racing.
You say
dinosaur racing game?
Yeah, why not? I want all the genres, Manny, all of them. I already have strategy games with the Jurassic Park Evolution games.
Yeah, those are like the only dinosaur games we get. Simulator.
By the way, did you know there's a Jurassic Park also survival horror game that's on Epic Store? Remember that it was announced a few.
That was announced, a long time ago. Yeah.
It's still there. It's still there.
Non-existent.
It's still in the Epic Store. It's still there and advertised because it's in my wish list. Jurassic
Dude, that
Park
was one of
Survivor.
those announcements that it was like, guys, we're starting work on this. Here's the
Greenlit.
see you in 6 years.
If we don't get
Yeah,
canceled
greenlit.
or any other Jurassic Park movies fail at the box office. Which, by the way, they haven't. As much as you didn't like the last one. There's a sequel
Oh my
coming.
god, they're getting worse and worse. But
There's a
yeah,
sequel coming, by the
somehow
way.
they're successful.
It's already out. There's already a script.
New characters, please. That was
Actually, it might be the same characters, by the way.
that's the low bar. Like, World started okay and it got worse. Every Jurassic trilogy gets worse. I hope this is not a trilogy. But like Jurassic Park started like cream of the crop, amazing movie of all time, right? By Jurassic Park 3, it was like, do we really need this?
I love Jurassic Park.
And I love those movies, don't get me wrong, but they definitely like went downhill. And then World did the same, but it didn't start as high as Park, and then like it just went down. So like this one started even lower, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, please don't do that to Britain.
I like this one, but I like anything with dinosaurs. I like the Minion too, so I know I'm following them. So now I'm not saying they're great movies. I'm just saying that I like them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're good movies. I'm saying that I personally like them. Like, I know why I'm here. All right, let's move on.
They're so flawed, though. Like, just dinosaurs did not make up for the movie.
But I'm saying, like, I am starving, Manny. If I don't like this, there's no dinosaur movies as well, okay? I need to accept that this is my high bar. This is my... this is as good as it gets.
Why does Jurassic World Park/World have a what do you call it? A monopoly in dinosaur movies? Like, what?
Look, we're finally getting a new dinosaur movie in the end of Oak Street in a few weeks. So let me have that.
Oh, yeah. That does look neat.
Yeah.
And we did get the Adam Driver Goes to the Future thing. The 65? What was it called? 65?
Yes, that one. 65. 65. Just called 65. Yeah.
So I guess there's a couple, but like not super executed.
I mean, there's a couple.
I guess nobody.
Movie I did not hate, by the way. That movie I very much enjoyed, even though it's as bad as it is.
I'd say I liked it more than the last 3 Jurassic movies, dude. That's how little I think of the last 3 Jurassic
how low
movies.
my bar is. All right, let's move on. All right. Again, other things were shown, etc., etc. I'm not gonna talk about Dune Awakening. Let's move into Dynasty Warriors 3. They're finally getting a
just a quickie for me. Yeah.
PlayStation 5 remaster of this. I know you're a fan of Dynasty Warriors games. At this point, you have a backlog of Dynasty Warriors games, so this is basically like, welcome to the group, buddy.
I don't know if I have a back. Well, I haven't played Origins. That's the backlog. But I played everything else.
That's what I meant. I'm not saying you own them. I'm saying you have a backlog of them because it's like they exist.
I never played 9, but that was on purpose. People hated that game.
Yeah,
like,
I heard
every
that.
fan hated that game. And I was like, I'm just gonna skip it, dude. Like, I can't. Like, I don't wanna think of you negatively. I like you.
I like you, but let's talk. Come here. we need to talk. It's not you, but it is you. All right.
Yeah. Plus, that game has never been like cheaper than like $40. I swear to God. Same thing with Origins. Like they do not put them on sale.
I have looked. Origins, I find by far the cheapest I've ever seen is like 42. And as much as I like, I mean, I am semi interested in that. It's like, look, guys, help me out. Give me a little bit more of a discount, and I'll give you some money. But right now, it's like I have no rush for these games.
Man, like a year after, you cannot be selling a lot. Like,
no,
put it on a good sale.
And they keep releasing Dynasty Warriors games, so somehow they're doing good. Right? So, yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, this is $40, by the way, so not that expensive.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I put $40 on the thing. I was like, yay, my price range. Let's go.
My price range.
Well, it's for an old ass game that I just get to replay or whatever. But
how many?
Like, at least it looks well done enough.
How many copies of Dynasty Warriors 3 can I buy before I get to a Steam machine? But we'll get there. All right, let's move on. Again, not tackling every single trailer. They showed a very interesting trailer for Ace Combat 8. Wings of Theve, and this is not Thieves or anything like that. Theve, Thebe. I searched it. I have no idea. It also comes out this year. It looks interesting, good. I like the Ace Combat games. I used to play them a lot when back in the 360 era. That things like EA had one for not End War, something else for Tom Clancy.
That's not
like
EA.
a flying game.
Tom Clancy's Hawk?
Hawks.
That's Ubisoft. But yeah,
Ubisoft. Hawks. I loved Hawks, dude. I burned the midnight all on Hawks. I played ranked the whole thing, whatever it was.
I remember playing Hawks and Ace Combat. Was it 6? The one that came out for the 360.
Yeah, 6.
That one I played on. I go down. Yeah.
And I play 7. 7 I really liked a lot too. It's just I don't have the time for these, but it looks good. I'm very happy the Ace Combat fans are getting something. Yeah. Any thoughts on this?
Did they say it's coming with Ace Combat 0? Or is it like they announced?
It is. It is coming also with Ace Combat 0. So it's basically coming with this and something else.
Yeah, another double feature kind of thing.
Very smart. Very well done.
I'm starting to see a trend here. Like Rayman did this, Ace Combat is doing it. Let's do that. Let's launch your old game with your new game, right? Like your old game that is non-existent, not moving any copies. Like launch it with the new game, or give it away for free or whatever. So that people could, if they wanted to, play the. In this case, it's not the original because the original came back way in PlayStation or whatever.
So I keep saying Resident Evil 1 remake should come with Resident Evil 0. that's extra.
I mean, they're splitting those up for the movie.
I know, man. That's like, in a perfect world, that's what really you should be doing. But, all right. All right, Ace Combat. Any other things?
No, looks pretty good. I'm glad that they somehow Bandai Namco keeps making these. Now it's like once a decade, but they're still around. And there's potential. Top Gun Maverick sold insane amounts of money. So people like this stuff. Maybe it's like a pricing thing or a marketing thing. I don't know.
Yeah, and again, these have done they do extremely well also in selling you DLC, selling you additional jets and everything like that. I don't know what the difference is between F-18 or whatever other numbers there are, but people know. Trust me, the fans know, and they like it. So yeah. All right, let's move on. Next, there was a new racing game shown, which was weird because we definitely didn't expect this to come out, right? If you want to be honest about it.
I don't know if racing game is the correct term.
There was a car, people were racing it, people were driving the car, racing.
Again, racing is it's
a specific principle. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a car and he goes fast, but I don't know about racing.
Yep. So, yeah, they announced Stuntman Hollywood.
Yeah, so this trailer started with Fast and the Furious, went into Knight Rider. At that point, you're like, what the hell is going on?
What the heck is going on?
What was in between Knight Rider and Back to the Future? There was something else.
I think it was.
And it's
like Ghostbusters, E.T. or something? Or
no.
Dead Race. Yeah,
it was Death Race. Yeah.
That came out of nowhere. Dead Race came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but you recognize it. You're like, I've seen this.
If I was them, I'm in PlayStation, I'll be like, man, make me a level exclusive to PlayStation, Twisted Metal. And just make up something. Right? I can make it happen. I can make it work. Or talk to EA and be like, hey, EA, can I do a Need for Speed level? Straight up. So yeah, that would be interesting.
It's but this it looked fun. It looked fun. I think people have played it, right? They're playable, not demos or anything, but behind the scenes. There's previews of it and more videos, and it looks entertaining. My worry with this game, it's content and price, right?
Yeah, price and content are gonna be the trick, particularly now with the.
Are you gonna sell me 5 hours of content for $70? Or what? What? Where are you landing in that?
Correct length. Like if the game's gonna be X amount of hours, then are you talking about making this just like an 8-hour game, assuming you're gonna be repeating these races multiple times? What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Like you can only repeat the same content so many times. Like let's say there's like medals or something to earn, and like maybe that gold medal or the platinum or whatever the hell is hard, but like that doesn't go all, like for the people that like it and then they want to do it, and if the gameplay is fun, then it makes it easier to do that type of gameplay, repetitive gameplay, if you will. But if it's not, then like that content can dry up really quick, right?
Yep, for sure.
If what you're chasing is like perfection or like speed running or something, then that only appeals to a very certain fan base, like player base.
True. Yeah. So let's see what they come up with. I like the previous Stuntman games, or Stuntman game. I think there was only one or two. But yeah, I agree with you. For me, it's all about the value proposition for this. So all right.
Yeah, it looks fun. I'm interested, but just need more information in general.
But I agree with what they're doing here. If you were gonna do a Stuntman or any type of racing game like this is the perfect revival, which is recreate movies.
Yeah,
that is genius move. That is a straight up genius move. It's like, good job. Whoever greenlit this is like, I would have greenlit this too. If I had seen that proposal, I'm like, yep, that makes sense for me.
I agree a lot. We just need to know what IPs they have too, right? Like, did they blow their load?
And paying for them, etc. Yeah.
And those are like the biggest things they have, like Fast and the Furious, Back to the Future, and then Knight Rider. Knight Rider not pulling a lot of
weight on that one, yeah.
Or Death Race, yeah.
Yeah, that one's really not holding its end of the bargain per se. No offense, Knight Rider has not been not for anything.
It's a TV show from the 80s, dude.
Yeah, they had like a remake. Remember in the 2000s, and not good. I think it was canceled immediately. So, yeah. All right, let's move on. Real quick, we did have some announced PlayStation Plus titles coming out, which was a lot of fun to see. It's particularly some games that were basically almost lost in time. So a lot of people were very happy to see this. First, Guitar Man was announced for June. That's already out. Psi-Ops, the Mindgate Conspiracy, comes out in July. And Onimusha, Dawn of Dreams, is coming out in August. Any thoughts on any of these, Manny?
Dude, I'm actually looking forward to all three of these. What do you mean? Like, first of all, I never played Guitar Man. Guitar Man. I don't know. I think it's Guitar Man, but it's a rhythm game, right? Or like at least music based game. I love rhythm games. Like, so I'm very interested. Like, to my knowledge, it's very hard to play the original. I mean, other than emulation, right? Like, the disc is insanely expensive. The original like PlayStation disc, and I think there's a PSP version that might be a little bit less expensive, but still like super insanely hard to access unless you sail the seven seas kind of thing. Or now you can play it on PlayStation, whatever they call it, classics. I don't know what they call it.
Classics, yeah, classics is what they call it. Yeah.
And then Psi-Ops.
Oh, that one's mine. Psi-Ops is gonna be mine.
Well, go ahead. What were you gonna say about Guitar Man?
No. I was trying to download it, not to play it streaming, because I have the PlayStation Portal, so it's basically more like I can stream this and I don't have to download it or anything. So I was gonna do that, and just time got lost on me. But I wanted to at least try it. I've heard enough about this game to be like, okay, this is something. So what is this?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I'm interested for sure. Yeah. The only one of the three that I have never played. The other two, Psi-Ops, we played a lot. We played in particularly the demo a lot.
A lot. That demo was amazing.
One of the best demos of all time, dude. Like, we played that for sure way more than we should have.
Like Tony Hawk levels of you were playing this demo so much. We expect if you had the stats on how much time people played the demo, you would think this is gonna do extremely well and sell many copies.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't sell that well.
I think I played the demo more than the final game, dude. Like,
yeah, for sure. By the way, I remember this game coming out with there was another Psi-Ops, psychic military game that came out at the same time. I forgot what it was. Like, I remember
second.
Games launching.
Is it
second?
second?
It was like Geist.
No, Geist came out later.
Oh,
it's
Second Sight.
Second Sight?
Yes, Second Sight was the one. Sight was the one. Yeah, you have a better memory than I do. And I was like, man, what's going on with the psychic games? It's like Prototype and what was the other one? That came out around the same time. I think you remember what I'm talking about?
With Prototype?
And Infamous, was it? Or there were two games that came out around the same time that had the same concept. I think maybe it was Infamous and Prototype. One I think one was for first party. I just don't remember. But I remember that sometimes games just come out in groups.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. It's like movies, man. You get like
Deep Impact,
2 asteroid movies back to back. Yeah. Yeah. Like no other asteroid movies exist except the 2 that came out in the same month that one year in '98 or whatever.
Year,
like
months from each other. It was kind of crazy when these things happen in movies, and that happens a lot more than you think. That's the funny part.
Did they come out in '98? Did they come out in '98? Oh,
yeah, they came out the same year. If anything, I think the first one that came out was Deep Impact. But the one that sold the most or made the most money was Armageddon. I think that was the most,
Armageddon was popular.
The most highest grossing movie that year or something.
The music alone, like, pushed that into
that movie had like a Titanic level of music, which is like, oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah. That was the times MTV was like a thing too, so I was like, oh.
And then the third game, to get back to the state of play, the third game, Onimusha, Dawn of Dreams, this is Onimusha 4. It's basically the Onimusha game that pretty much killed the franchise because it was too different from the other ones. The other ones were like more like Resident Evil likes with samurais and demons. This one was more like an action-y type game. And it had co-op, and it was like, like the colorful and zero survival horror elements. And I love this game, kind of like similar to Resident Evil 5, probably my favorite in the franchise, in the series, right? Like,
yeah.
And it's like the odd one out.
At the time, I think fans hated it because it wasn't what was previous from the other games.
Yeah. It didn't follow the Onimusha.
Yeah, like gamers are very much anti. Don't change what I already like about this. They're we are very much anti. Don't change this formula. Make me something else. But don't call it Onimusha 4 and then make it a dance game or whatever.
Yep. But I love this game. I remember the little shopkeeper is like a weird, creepy thing that hangs from the ceiling, like. I think that's what my memory tells me, dude. I need to actually play it again. But like, I want to play it, and it had co-op. So like, if this is online co-op or even local co-op, like I'd be like, I gotta find somebody to come home play it with or something like that.
I'll play
it, so. I'm down to play this. Yeah.
Yeah. I have the PlayStation Plus. I guess I'll have all the subscriptions. I'm the problem. All right. Any other thoughts on these three? Otherwise, moving on.
No, good three, like good three, man. Good three to show. I like all.
Good choices for sure. I'm now only missing Dino Crisis 3 to somehow be ported to the because that thing was an Xbox exclusive.
No,
that thing is an Xbox exclusive. Remember?
That
never got to PlayStation.
Leave that.
No. I want it.
Leave that dead.
I want it.
Some things should not be brought back.
I want this so bad. I will pay full price for Dino Crisis 3. If you ask me on that Dino Crisis 3, just a port, nothing else, or Grand Theft Auto 6 or whatever it is, I would really pick Dino Crisis 3. And I'm like, yeah! I'll be the alone. There's dozens of us, Manny, dozens of us. All right.
I don't even think it gets to a dozen, dude.
I don't think so either. Alone forever. All right. Until Dawn 2 was the next trailer we saw from the Liverpool-based studio Fire Sprite. It's coming out next year. It's in like an island setting. There's like a CGI. If you remember, play Until Dawn, it's basically multiple story paths. There's a killer or thing trying to kill a bunch of usually it's a teenager slasher movie, only video game form. Not to be confused with the movie, which apparently is not to be confused with the video game. Which it's not a bad concept, the movie, right? I think you saw it, but
yeah. They take different approaches, but the idea is like there's multiple. They utilize different like horror tropes, if you will. Like there's sometimes it's a slasher, sometimes it's a supernatural being, sometimes it's like different scary movie tropes or like horror movie tropes, but in a good way. Like they portray them in a good way, right? Like, and it's very fun. The first game went fully viral, like super viral.
Very much so, yeah.
People that was like the start of like let's plays and influencers on like streamers just playing a game. It's particularly horror games. I think it is like a big pull. But I played the original Until Dawn. It was really fun. One of the few like horror games, or like even what's the other type of game where it's like a movie game, right? It's like just like full on narrative, like barely any gameplay other than like choosing things.
Yeah.
That I played through, right? And it's very enjoyable. So this one, it's probably more of the same, which is what people would want, I guess. It's interesting that it's not the same studio though. It's this Fire Sprite, not the original creators of Until Dawn.
Yeah. No, these fans really liked these. From what I saw reaction online, it's like, oh, they're just happy to have more Until Dawn. It's definitely something that, it's a very smart to take this IP and to make, if you're gonna make any type of horror game, and you can make an Until Dawn game, like, that might not be a bad choice. Real quick,
I think it has potential.
From watching the CGI, I call it CGI trailer. Some of the choices from the trailer, which is like, no, both people are dead jumping from those rocks. This is like a show. It's like both are dead. I don't know what you're showing me here, but this probably is not in the game because there's no way. But we shall see.
You think they're pulling like a fake trailer
kind
of thing,
I think
like Marvel does?
If I was them, I would pull a Marvel completely on it. I would literally switch the characters specifically for the trailer, specifically because you can't show that scene and be like, oh no. If I was them, I wouldn't do that. So, but that's me. All right, let's move on. Final trailer of the show, and that was to close out the show. That was Sony's Santa Monica Studio. They announced a new mainline entry into the God of War franchise. In this case, God of War Laufey. Laufey? I don't know how to pronounce that.
I thought it was. So they call her Faye, so it should be Laufey or Laufey.
Laufey? I'm gonna call it God of War Luffy.
No.
Like One Piece. I'm gonna call it God of War Luffy from now.
I think it's Laufey.
Yeah, it's Laufey, but it's Luffy in my eyes. All right, so Luffy or Faye. Let's just call her Faye. Faye.
Yeah, and then there's like an artist called Laufey or whatever, and it's just like, no, it's Laufey or something like that. I'm like, okay, very different.
It's just making it worse. They actually showed 20 minutes of gameplay for this. That is crazy. That isn't crazy. Complete opening of the game, the first 20 minutes, whatever it is. And I'm pretty sure there's some extra things there that they probably cleaned up to make it. But pretty cool, interesting setting. Obviously, Faye, as I'm going to call her from now on, she is obviously Kratos' wife and mother of Atreus from the recent two God of War titles. Any thoughts on overall what you saw, Manny? Gameplay, setting, etc., etc. What do you think?
Amazing.
This looks amazing. I was sold on this. I was actually sold more on this than God of War now. Because it's like, oh, you're just gonna have fun with this. You can make up whatever you want here. And I'm up for it.
It has a lot of potential. I don't know if I would go that far. I'm gonna miss Kratos for sure. Like, I've been playing as Kratos for like 20 years. I'm gonna miss the guy. And who knows? Maybe he is playable in this game too, right? That doesn't mean he's not playable.
Yeah, there's a lot of things which is like, oh, you can do a lot of things here. Now I want to really finish.
I mean, he showed up.
Ragnarok. I need to finish.
He showed up in the trailer,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he showed up.
The premise, which is I think is what you're leaning to, is like it's the god underworld.
Yeah. The afterlife.
I think
Afterlife for the gods.
right?
Afterlife for the gods is basically this place.
Yeah.
It's called the Everworld or whatever it's called, by the
I forgot.
gelatinous cube. Well, yes, there is a gelatinous cube in this game. Apparently, that was like a leak
Yeah,
from a long
that's
time.
Atreus.
And people were like, but yeah, it is here. I kind of like this, by the way. I love the concept of when at the end of the trailer, again, no spoilers because this is literally the trailer, where the guy goes, "Lady, that sword is not what you think it is," and I'm like, "Yes, this can be getting very cool very quickly."
They dropped a lot of hints that this could go like super fun ways, like between the afterlife of the gods, the what's going on with the cube and the sword, right? Like who is Faye? Like we don't really know her other than she's dead. Like she died.
Yeah, we don't know her at all.
Like Kratos' axe is Faye.
Yeah, where did he get that weapon? Is it something related to this kind of weapons? If you look at the gameplay, the combat at the end there, I was like, ooh, where she links characters in terms of thinking, and I'm like, oh, I can see this being very, very fun very quickly.
Yeah, the combat looked really clean, crisp. Like it looks like it's ready to come out, and it's not coming out till I don't even think necessarily next year. I don't think they put a window on it or anything. Like
they did not. They did not. Yeah.
The fact that it like looks this polished and they're not even committing to next year. It's like, okay, do that, please. Like do not.
But I would actually be surprised if this is gonna be their big game next year. I'll be honestly expecting that, but no to rush them. Do not rush this. The quality, the level of quality, and the cutscenes, the voice acting, everything. It's like, man, this is top notch. This is AAA gaming.
It is. Dude,
like literally, this is the example of AAA gaming. Yeah.
The choreography of the fights and the animations, everything.
It's insane how good it is.
Absolutely top tier. Yeah. Like this is why when we did our East versus West, God of War was like the West defender, top tier across the board.
I called it. I was defending it during that time. I remember it was like, oh, it's God of War, bro. This is just legit amazing how impressive it
was.
Yeah.
Because this they know what the hell they're doing. It looks super good, and I'm so excited to see. Not that it's a thing, but potentially see all the gods that Kratos killed.
So what from learning from the internet, and you and I talked about this, from looking at the internet, apparently the characters that we were seeing were other gods of war?
Yeah, were other gods of war. One of them was an Egyptian god, and the other one was
like Indian,
Mongolian,
right?
I want to say.
Mongolian.
No, I think it was Mongolian.
Yeah. And even the gelatinous cube, I was actually reading up on this. There's lore that's part of a lake. That's like a.
I thought it was like a Jewish thing.
There's multiple reasons. There are multiple reasons that I saw like a particular post that explains what the blow is, and he went into detail, and to the point that people online were like, I literally expect the God of War Laufey, the developers, to be reading this Reddit post, taking notes. This is what we should be doing. It was that good of a post. I'll send it to you unless you don't want any spoilers at all. It's basically a random person talking about mythology, and it was like, here's what I think it could mean, and etc. And it's just like a mythology story, but he talked about it from the frame rate of what could be the cube and what could it mean. And I'm like, oh, this is cool, because apparently the idea is all gods from all religions exist at the same time in this universe. Yes, you could see Egyptian gods. You could see Ra. You could see, right? Yep. You could see anything. And I'm like, phew, that's such a good idea.
Yeah. Buddha and Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus would be hilarious. Like, I don't know why, but like that one would like be.
Yeah. There's other things that happen. I'm assuming they're not gonna go over that. They're gonna go into the more classical type of gods, right? Suits and
like
stuff like that, but like
Norse,
exaggerate them a little or
Egyptian,
back. Yeah, they could do those things. And we did. This is separate from the announcement that we did get an announcement that God of War 1 is getting a remake, right?
Yeah. The trilogy is getting a remake. We don't know if that's 3 separate games or like one game, like from all 3 stories.
Yeah. And Ascension
It's just
is not
God of
included.
War trilogy remake.
Ascension is not included.
No, none of those spin-off games are.
You're off the boat,
But
Ascension.
yeah. No, but Laufey look really good. Laufey.
Yeah, this looks amazing. This looks amazing. Laufey.
Like I've seen this trailer like 4 times, and it's a 20-minute trailer, and it's just like
it intrigues me. It intrigues me. It piques my interest to the point I'm like, oh, I am interested. You have sold me on this. Like, I'm game. The fact that it's just God of War and there's gonna be some nitpick things that I'm gonna be able to find out. Oh, that's super cool. But also bring new characters, new techniques, new weapons. I'm like, perfect. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks great. So, all right.
I mean, there's a jump button. We didn't even talk about that.
There's a jump button. Ah, so good. Jump buttons, finally.
There's a jump
yeah,
button.
when she jumped and started attacking in the air, I'm like, ooh, you Bayonetta this shit. Never mind. I'm taking notes. Where is Bayonetta when I'm here? Yeah, so this is right up my alley. By the way, I saw online, and this, again, internet is stupid that people are already kind of complaining. You know, the whole idea of like female protagonist kind of thing. I think it's such a stupid thing. Every time there's like a female protagonist, there's always like this weird, dumb side of the internet that just comes up with. But again, I think that's just like a stupid vocal minority that doesn't do anything, and they. As we talked about, the internet is full of this complaining, and we'll talk about it when we talk about the next topic if we got time. But yeah, just for I love this. So I had nothing but good things to see from this this trailer. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yep.
All right.
Agreed. Same.
All right, that wraps up our PlayStation State of Play review. Again, we didn't cover everything. Real quick, high level. Do you want to let's? Actually, I was gonna ask you to kind of review it, like give me a score or something. But like, I would like to actually maybe do that all when we tackle all 4 after we tackle all 4. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we just gotta remember.
Yeah, we'll remember. You and I remember. All right. So with that, I am going to take us out from our main course here. But before we wrap up, I do want to go over a quick dessert/appetizer. So with that, I will move us along to that now. All right, so for this week's, again, I'm going to call it an appetizer after the main course, or just
we can have an appetizer afterwards.
You can. Restaurants will allow you to do this.
They will allow you, but it's weird and backwards. Like, right? Yeah, because they're making money out of it. But like people, maybe a chef wouldn't do that.
So a chef wouldn't do that? Like, no, you can't order. It's not an order. It's not a 5-course meal. We're not a fine dining restaurant. No offense.
No, but we are cooking. Like...
All right, fine. Dessert. I'll call this a dessert. All right. So for our dessert for this week, I wanted to bring up this news that came out literally today. Even though the pre-orders come out tomorrow, we are recording this on the 24th, and I still have to post the podcast we recorded yesterday. By the way, I'll work on that tonight, so this will go out soon. We got news on Grand Theft Auto's pre-order information and what we're going to see from Grand Theft Auto 6. The news comes that the game will retail for $79.99, so $80. It is still launching on November 19. They haven't moved at all. Pre-orders go out at midnight. So, and I'm not kidding when I say this, I would expect the PlayStation Network, Xbox, etc. networks to hit an error come midnight tonight. For like a good 20 minutes at least. Before people start realizing that there's absolutely no reason why they should be here. So
yeah, there's no pre-order.
There's no reason to, but people, people are gonna be crazy to be like, oh, for some reason.
It's only digital. Yeah. There is technically a physical thing, but like it's nothing.
And that's what I wanted to mention. So one of the things that they announced was that there is going to be a physical pre-order, right? Of course, you can buy them on a physical version, but the physical case, and I'm calling it a case, that you sell in stores is just going to contain the game, a code, a digital code for the game. So you're not gonna be able to buy the game on disc. The game is only digital only, regardless of whether you buy a physical copy or not. There is no disc. It just comes with a digital code. Think of like a Fortnite box. So the reason for this is apparently they're going to be selling those physical boxes a week before the game comes out. So the game comes out on the 19th. The physical boxes will be sold starting November 12th. So you can go to a store, you can buy Grand Theft Auto 6 at a store. However, it comes with a code. The reason for this is like you can input the code into your system. Again, only consoles because there's no PC version. And you can start pre-downloading the game a week before. So preload also starts on November 12 for anybody, whether you buy it digital from the PlayStation or Xbox stores, or you buy it physical for the code. So just FYI. That makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, I would say you might also buy it physical, but didn't the digital come with something extra too? Like,
there's a pre-order thing that you get like a Vice City skin costume pack thing, like, a skin for a car for Vice City or something.
And does that not apply to the physical version?
It comes with a pre-order, so I'm assuming it would. I don't think I had that level of details here. I can double check and read my notes here on the pre-orders things. I don't.
Might as well get a box out of it, like, right? Like, if you're just gonna buy the physical version, the digital version.
I was thinking that. I was thinking, hey, if I'm gonna buy the thing, I might as well buy the fucking box and just put the box in there for the coolness of it at that point. It's gonna be the same thing. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Here it is. So Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders and purchase. And any purchase before November 20, 2026. So anybody that buys and I guess redeems the code, I guess before November 20th. All right, the game comes out November 19th. Before November 20th, you will get a vintage Vice City pack, which is a collection of items, flashback from the previous games, right? You also get a free mod of GTA Plus, and that's it. So GTA Plus is basically you get to basically play GTA Online. It gives you some goodies there, etc., etc.
I didn't think this game is launching with online, is it? Like
No. This is for GTA. This is to push GTA Online. So apparently, it's a way for them to play GTA Online, because GTA 6 doesn't have an online component yet. Yeah, and you can play apparently
get one.
And you can play classic Rockstar titles when you have a GTA Plus subscription. So you can basically play the old GTA games or something like that. I don't know. That's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Oh, the marketing for this has been weird. Like, I'm sure it'll get an online version or mode, but like we've only got into one trailer.
Yeah, we know nothing. We know
nothing else.
We know nothing about GTA Online. GTA Online still makes the money, so I think they're like in no rush to kind of. They almost want to see how much this sells, so that they can know how much they need to push the online switch from 5 to 6. Yeah, they probably are waiting on that. That's really what it is. Give me a sec. I had a browser on and it closed on me. Okay, there it is. Real quick, the game is coming out for the PlayStation Store, Xbox, Rockstar Game Store, and Microsoft Store. I don't know how. Because it's not a PC version. But apparently it is available on the Rockstar Game Store. I'm assuming they just sell you a code for the PlayStation or Xbox. Same with the Microsoft Store. You get to buy it for Xbox, but you can only play it on the Xbox hardware. Other than that, there's an Ultimate Edition, $100, $19.99, $99.99. It basically gives you exclusive collection of premium vehicles, weapons, apparel, etc., etc. You can also upgrade at any time. Sorry? Cosmetics, and you can upgrade at any time from the regular version to the Ultimate Edition by just paying the difference.
Here's all the complaints I saw online. The disc is not in the box, right?
Like, digital, no physical copy.
Yeah, there's absolutely no physical copy. You cannot play this. You just get a license on a server, and that's it. Like, people are complaining. I'm like, okay, Sure, fair, but like then don't buy it. Like if you're really that adamant, don't buy it. Like you're the 10%, 20 tops, right? Like maybe that hits them a little enough to make a dent.
You saw the meme that I sent you with the Simpsons, which is like Homer trying to scream at Mo, "Oh my God, you lost a customer," and Mo can't hear him because there's so many people giving him money. He physically cannot hear. And it's like, that's GTA. That's perfect. The Simpsons nail it again, which is that's perfect. GTA is like, oh no, this person is saying that they're not gonna give me their money, and I'm like, motherfucker, I don't even have time to hear your complaints. I'm drowning in the zeros of how much money this game is making me. So, it's unfortunate that there's no physical version, but I think they're doing it because they also want to avoid any leaks from any physical edition.
Yeah, that's what most people are saying. I just think it's cheaper, right? It's just cheaper for them.
Oh, for sure, that too.
To do that, like they don't, because this game's gonna be big enough that you would need up to 3 discs, maybe, kind of thing. Like that's not, or that's not an easy thing to put on a disc, and like you need to design around that too, right? And develop around that, But yeah, people immediately like, oh, they're doing it because they don't want leaks. I'm like, yeah, maybe, right? Like, what about all the other reasons? like manufacturing. I'm not defending them by any means. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of other reasons why they would do that. It's like way more cost effective for them. It's safer. They probably, like, in terms of like getting hit, it's like 10% tops, right? Like the physical media market. It's a lot. It's more like a collector's market now, more than anything.
Well, it allows them to also eliminate any used copies. I send that to you guys in a text from obviously feedback. It's
no
like,
secondhand.
They don't have to deal at all.
That's like everybody's like using that as excuses, right? Like, or not like reasons. Like, yeah, they're reasons, but are you really saying that they? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know, like, okay, they just found the nearest pitchfork, grabbed it, and like are just fucking racing it. Like that's what's happening.
And this happens
like,
a lot.
Why is it $80?
Manny, this happens a lot. That there's a lot of complaints, and it's the meme that I sent you guys about the Call of Duty boycotters. It's like we're boycotting Call of Duty, and then they're playing Call of Duty. It's like, look, you can't. So a lot of these people, they're complaining. How many people are actually going to put their money where their mouth is? There was like I was looking at a forum, and they were voting in terms of like how many people are not going to buy this because there's no physical copy, and they were asking, right? So and what they came up with, one of the first comments was basically like, I guarantee you 80% of the people that are saying they're going to boycott are going to buy it anyway. So there's no point.
They're in the 1% that looks into this stuff as news and will likely buy it, right? Like, and yet they're in the 1% of the 1% that want to complain about it and make nothing of it other than a fuzz. And it's like frustrating. Like they're valid. I don't want to like disregard them, but like you're at the end, it's not gonna do anything. You're not. The product is not for you then, like, right? Like, just don't buy it.
Don't buy it. There's definitely not a lack of game products if you play video games this holiday season. There isn't. Not to mention, I bet you we're going to see some crazy weeks after launch sales for a lot of these games. Because they're going to be competing before, like, how many copies can we sell before GTA actually comes out? So I'm serious. I am very much hesitant on buying a lot of these games coming out this holiday season, like September, October, because I would almost expect them to drop it by like even 10, 20% just a month after. Because they're almost one or three, like, let me see how many sales I can get before GTA actually comes out. Would you expect that? And that's just me expecting. But what do you think?
I mean, people are afraid, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't know if it'll go and sell that fast.
We've seen that things like Ubisoft puts their games on sale.
Yeah, but that's Ubisoft.
Yeah, but I would really not be surprised if other studios like I don't have it top of my head here, but I wouldn't be surprised if something like maybe Star Wars Galactic Racer or something went on a like 20%, right? Something small, which is like from 60 down to like 50, which is not much, but it's like a little bit incentive, literally 2-3 weeks after launch. Just like, hey, we're trying to move it forward because as many copies as you can move before GTA comes out, the better.
So instead of the 10% off that a lot of computer games do at launch, they just do it.
Yeah,
a week after.
I mean, I could see that. I could see them really because they're competing, right? They're competing against each other. And there's so much competition this September.
I think they're competing more against each other than against GTA. GTA is like its own little.
But correct. That's what
universe.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're competing against each other. And how do you compete when again games are gonna come out and they're gonna start selling, and you're like, ooh, our game isn't selling as good as we expected it to be after the first week or two of sales, because they're gonna have this data. What do? Do they not? Do they just stay the course? Do they give a little bit of a discount? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you also want to make sure that you're grabbing as many sales as possible. And even if you give them 10-20% 2 weeks after launch, that might sound like a lot, but it's still better than nothing once end of the year comes out and everybody's playing GTA. Plus all the competition.
I don't know, man. It's single player only, dude. Like that game will last only 2 weeks, and that's it, and then it'll die out.
What, GTA?
If it's single player only, like it might not have as much. I mean, it's gonna have some legs, right? And like on clips and everything, and everyone will buy it, kind of thing.
It's
but
gonna
like,
be insane, yeah.
You know how like games drop 90% after the first 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll probably see something similar. It's just 90% of 40 million is still like 4 million, right? Like
yeah.
left playing, which is a hell of a lot of people.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, completely. Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts? Oh, did you see the
so the other thing, the content lock for the cosmetics, people are like complaining, right? Because it's not just cosmetics, it's a whole store being locked behind the limited edition, and so what the announcement said, it's like only available in the unlimited and what's it called, unlimited edition, ultimate edition, yeah, whatever. And like people are like, wow, they're like locking content, like and they just complain. I'm like, okay, dude, you don't know anything. You don't know if this store was only for that item or like will only be for that item. Like, does it really matter? Like, you don't know if there's other stores that do the same thing, but like with in-game like objects and items, but like they have no idea. They just want to complain and like, sure, Rockstar should be a little bit clearer. Like sure, go ahead and complain. Rockstar, clean up the mess kind of thing that you created, but like it's still just a cosmetic. Like, what does it matter if it allows you to walk into the store or not? Like, I don't care. What's the difference? Yeah. Like, if you're locking other stuff, then maybe. But like, if it's just that one cosmetic behind this one store, like, what is the difference? That I don't get to walk to one store? Like, I don't care. Like, are you realistically gonna fight over this? Like, are you realistically not gonna buy the game? No. They just want to complain. They just want to, again, hop in the bandwagon, grab their pitchfork, and like complain. And like.
True.
Very true. You know what? If it works, go for it. But like it's just such an empty. It just feels like such an empty gesture. Like all these complaints are just empty gesture because this, like you said, like the Homer screaming, "You lost a customer," and
he can't hear you. There's so much money being thrown at him. It's like he doesn't have time for you. He doesn't remember who you are.
Do not care. They don't care.
Yeah. And again, yeah, GTA is gonna make a lot of money. We're probably gonna buy it, right? You and me. Yeah, I don't hate it enough. Yeah. I'm always a concern, which is like I don't like it when they don't show gameplay so close to it, but they'll show gameplay. By the way, they showed a ton of screenshots this week as well. Yeah, like 60 screenshots.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw them.
63 screenshots. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen a couple of them.
Okay, if you haven't seen them all, watch them.
It looks good.
It looks gorgeous. However, the Foundry even came out and said today that they're like, we doubt that this is actual gameplay. This is just like concept art, scripted concept art / like in-game concept art kind of thing mechanic. They're not. It's not actual gameplay screenshots, and they have done this in the past. I think with GTA 5 they also did that. So, But obviously we had gameplay before that game came out as well. So at some point within September, October, we're probably gonna get like a nice blowout, 10, 15-minute video that actually will show up.
I don't know,
show
dude.
the gameplay.
I think they're just gonna do a launch trailer and that's it.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't even think they need to market it. They just need to like give you one more trailer with some gameplay. And like, I think that's it. It doesn't matter. It's gonna sell forever. It's gonna sell forever and ever. Like,
yeah, got to.
And to be honest, I don't even know if that's a bad marketing thing. I think it depends on the game and like who you are and what. And here's an example, and we'll probably talk about this more when we do the Nintendo one. What's the FromSoft game? The Bloodwalkers, Blood Dawn, what? Bloodborne, Dawnwalkers. What's the name of the
Duskbloods?
Dustbloods. Thank you.
Jesus, you were so far away from it. You're like Dawn. You're Dawn.
I was somewhere in there. Dawn and Dusk are about the same thing. Okay.
Dawn and Dusk are the same thing. Kind of the opposite.
Then I said Bloodborne because it's like it's Bloodborne-esque.
But go ahead.
I forgot Dustblood. There's like no marketing for that game, and yet maybe that's on purpose. Maybe they just want us to not know anything about the game. But because it's FromSoft, we might be willing to gamble it. Gamble on it. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with that game. It's similar to GTA. I don't know what their marketing strategy is. It could be like keep all your cards hidden, or it could be like you're waiting for the end before you like blow your load, kind of.
But you're right. They don't really need to do that. Their marketing team has to be like, okay, this is our plan for marketing, and I'm like, no, we don't need you guys at all. I don't need you guys at all. Why are you still employed? How are you still employed?
We just need to make sure that people know the release date, and that's it. That's all you need to know. Man.
I just need you to make sure that I have the logo for the box in ultra wide and regular size. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing I need. I don't need that cover art. That's all I need.
With the date for 30 seconds, and that's it. Dude, I literally saw a comment today on like, I think it was Reddit, where it's like, this game could literally just be a loading screen that says, fuck you.
It would make so much money. I honestly would do that so bad. If I was like a millionaire, I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna fuck with people. GTA Grand Theft Auto 7, nothing else.
That comment was so good. I was like, yeah, dude, like, no, like, everybody complaining. I was like, dude, you guys, like, do you think you're gonna be like turn around Rockstar's mind? Like, when you're not their audience, you're not. I don't know. like, you're again just bandwagoning and fighting, but whatever. Let them fight.
Yeah. So yeah.
Anything else? We've talked GTA for a while.
No, we're talking about GTA, and it's just fun to talk about. It's the upcoming thing. I don't think we're gonna get anything more between today and tomorrow, because tomorrow is the actual, you get to pre-order, but I don't think there's gonna be anything in stores. They already kind of announced what's gonna be in those things from this release. Yeah. So with that, and
I think $80 is fine. It's kind of expected. We expected like worse, right? Like potentially worse.
Yeah.
But Nintendo already, they made it super easy for Rockstar to go like, we can do 80 and get away with it. And now that GTA is doing it, NBA is gonna do it, Madden's gonna do it. That's just now gonna become the norm, AAA wide, like they're industry wide, thanks to Nintendo, thanks to GTA. Like, ugh.
Yep, that's where we are right now. Basically, we are going to start getting these $70 titles for a fact. EA is like, yes, finally. $70, everything. They're like, sir, shouldn't we do like no,
we'll start we'll start seeing like marketing that says like, it's not full price, it's $70. Like, what do you mean? It's not full price. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and look, I was listening to I think there was like a CEO today. I didn't capture the quote. I'm sorry to say. I don't know if it was it was one of the EA CEOs. But not EA, gaming publisher CEOs. I forgot what it was. It was Take-Two or somebody else. But they were mentioning that they could definitely see that not every single studio or publisher is gonna do $80 titles. You're going to start seeing this truly price range between titles. Some games are gonna be 50, some games are gonna be 60, some games are gonna be 70. and the high-end titles are gonna be 80, or maybe potentially even higher.
Yeah.
But you're going to start seeing now a more variable price range between different things, and I'm okay with that because there are some things. It's like, look, if you have a new IP, you can't price everything at X amount of price.
Again, in theory, I'm always okay with it in theory. Like, if you price accordingly, but they never do, dude. Like, this is the problem. Now it's just the ceiling is higher, so like everything's just gonna be higher. Everything's gonna go closer and closer to the ceiling. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like Rayman Legends and Dynasty Warriors at $40, like I'm like, okay, that's not bad. Like those seem kind of fairly priced. But Donkey Kong, whatever the hell, 13-year-old port,
country
$60,
country HD,
like, dude, like, what do you mean?
Yeah, and you just mentioned to port $60 kind of thing. Yeah, Nintendo keeps getting away with it, and again, I've said it like 100 times. I'm the problem. I buy those, and I shouldn't. So,
but then Starbucks, $40, 50. I almost said 40.
Yeah,
50. But you can kind of get it at 40 with like the 10% off discounts that you get on credit. So,
Yep. So,
but like that one's a little bit more. I think 40 would have been the sweet spot for that one too. I think but again, the variable pricing in theory makes sense. It's just in execution, it just feels like overall, I'm just paying a lot more for games, right?
Yep. So yeah, we shall see. I'm hoping this looks good. I do want to see gameplay, but at the end of the day, it's like Rockstar. They have a good track record. How about that? And they have infinite budget to do this.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of time to make this game polished. So yeah, I can only expect that it is polished. All right.
I mean, they could start remaking Grand Theft Auto 5. It's old enough for a remake.
That game's been ported to 3 consoles. That game has been Skyrimmed. Okay.
It's old enough for a remake, though. You can start remaking that. Like.
Yep. So, all right. With that, that's it for this topic on Grand Theft Auto. And let me actually look for the script, and we can wrap up. Any final thoughts on anything? This or the PlayStation State of Play?
We can call it.
Excellent.
Just skip the website.
So as we end our gaming meal, we would like to thank everybody for listening. If you want, you can look for Gaming Meal on most social media platforms. Please give us a follow, leave a comment, all that social media good stuff. Also, please visit me, CyberEric, at CyberEric Gaming at YouTube, and CyberEric at X and Blue Sky platforms. And with that, that is all for today, and have a good one, everyone.